Top of the morning to you and the rest of the day as well. I'm James Francis Smith, an author and an historian. And today I'm going to talk about Franklin's Irish Navy. Few know that Benjamin Franklin, when colonial America's ambassador to France, worked to exchange American prisoners of war for captured British merchant seamen. In addition, he encouraged wealthy Flemish and Frenchmen to build and sponsor warships to hinder England's trade. He christened this Franklin's Irish Navy. Let me read a little about it from my book, Irish and the American Revolution. As in all my books, I tell you where you are and who is the characters. This is Philadelphia, Mary Carr Phillips. Mary hurried home to read Franklin's latest tissue-thin correspondence after picking it up at Philadelphia's post office. Dear Mary, I hope things are going well, and I'm delighted the paper is again in operation. I've been engaged in correspondence with British General Charles O'Hara, an Irishman, who arrived first with General Howe, but is now serving under General Clinton. O'Hara's main function had been to oversee the exchange of war prisoners. Although promoted to the rank of Brigadier General, he grew weary of handling administrative duties and returned to England. And now I have little to show for my sparse efforts on prisoner exchange. Subsequently, I convinced some French investors to sponsor ships for privateers, to whom I'll present an American letter of marque. This will enable them to be financially rewarded for their success in capturing British merchant shipments, but not hung if they are captured. I plan to have them continue to take British sailors as prisoners. These can be exchanged for Americans held in captivity by the British. To this end, I've been recently engaged in an enterprising young Irishman, a Mr. Luke Ryan. He and his cousin Edward Wilde have converted their smuggling ship, the Friendship, into a ship of war. They're painting it black and calling it the Black Princess. The Black Prince, I should say. Let's talk a little bit about Luke Ryan. Some people call him the fearless Luke Ryan. This is from his obituary in the year 1789. Luke Ryan's obituary, as reported in the Gentleman's Magazine, June 1789, under Obituary of Considerable Persons, page 578. In the King's Bench Prison, Luke Ryan, captain of the Black Prince privateer during the war, who captured more vessels belonging to Great Britain than any other single ship during the war. The various scenes he went through are astonishing. And let me, if I can find it again, get back to one. I'll place my readers in Dunkirk, France. Ryan, drinking in his favorite tavern with Darwin and McCatter, listened as they bemoaned the lack of potential targets. Darwin dominated the conversation. The blighters are all cooped up, riding anchor off the downs, waiting for armed escorts. Like chickens in a coop, sitting around for the axe to cut off their heads. And there's no way we can get to them, added McAdder. Then both quieted down, for they could tell by the grin on Ryan's puss that he had something in mind. After having his friends beg to know what he was thinking, the Admiral, as they referred to him, invited them into his roguish mind. Instead of waiting on the outside and letting them come under escort to us, why don't we join them before they take off? Are you mad? McAdder asked. Sure as hell trying to be, but just think about it. We are like the fox hiding in the henhouse, waiting for the choices to make their move. With only 100 ships to escort, and with too few escorts bound for dozens of ports, many will be doomed to stray. You really are mad, Darwin declared. Crazy mad, and I love it. The man's face beamed. They'll be anxious, no, over-anxious, to get under sail. It'll be like a drunken Irish steeplechase. I can see it now. Ships going hither and yon, while the captains of the escorts shake their heads in disgust, wondering why these idiots bothered to wait for them. We'll fly our English colors, glide into the harbor, nestle ourselves among them, and wait, McAdder added. This calls for patience, and I'm wondering how to pull it off with the most impatient men I know commanding my ships, said Ryan. We can do it, Dallin uttered to the laughter of both Ryan and McAdder, offering a toast to the greatest con a sail ever imagined. The three Irish scamps began to make plans. We must keep it a secret, not tell another soul. We must start north to fool the British agents who report our every movement. Pretend we're bound to join that Jones fella in the German Ocean. Then we'll make a wide left turn and head for the Downs. We should join them separately. And on the three rogues dreamed. I wrote to Joe Biden when he was vice president that we should make Luke Ryan an honorary American citizen. I never heard back, but you have a great day.